With the recent chapters of Yoru finally showing out and fighting Chainsaw Man, I've wanted to for the longest time compare both Yoru and Makima in strength to see who would actually win in a fight. Since Makima was the secret antagonist and supposedly strongest devil at the time of part 1, and Yoru is kinda implied to be the older sister of Makima, and obviously both are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So for today's video, we'll be comparing each of their feats within the series and see who's the stronger horseman. If you want more Chainsaw Man related content like this, let us know by liking and subscribing. It motivates us to put more videos out to you guys. And make sure to turn on notifications to never miss out on any future uploads. With that out of the way, let's compare. This matchup is perfect since both fight a true form Chainsaw Man, so we can compare their AP and how they did against Pochita. So spoiler warning, if you're not caught up with the fight, then read the fight and come back to this video. Despite Yoru getting blitzed immediately in the beginning of the fight, once she summons the tank and gun devil, she actually shows that she can fight against Pochita on her own, by being able to deal significant damage to Pochita with her finger bangs that blew a chunk of a mountain and reverted the explosion back onto Pochita. And even when Pochita deflected her bangs, it still sent him flying. Pochita was out of blood in this fight since he wasn't able to regen his arm, but still damaging Pochita would upscale her AP regardless. But her best feat so far is in the most recent chapter of this recording, where she summons the gun devil to fucking obliterate Pochita. Yes, he was off guard, but that doesn't change the fact that this attack scales to Pochita. You could take into account that Chainsaw Man has gotten weaker since part 1, as people see Chainsaw Man as a hero now, and no longer feared by humans, which we know is their source of strength, but you can't forget that Yoru is also nerfed in this fight. Remember, she is only a hybrid with Mitaka, and not in her full form like Makima, Nayuta, or Fami, so she isn't at her full power. Another thing to mention is that Yoru stated Pochita ate the nuke devil, which is another source of her power. Makima herself even states Pochita ate the concept of World War II, so the concepts of nukes and old weapons of World War II no longer exist and don't apply to Yoru's arsenal anymore. We don't know the degree of how nerfed she is, but nukes are legit the most destructive weapon mankind has ever created. Atomic bombs are a close second, but since atomic bombs were created in World War II, Yoru doesn't have that either. It sounds kinda headcanon, but not having 2 of the strongest weapons of war in your arsenal leads me to believe she's probably more nerfed than Pochita during this fight. But regardless, she was still able to hurt Pochita to this degree. Now how does this compare to Makima's fight with Pochita? In Makima's fight, she was already prepped for this encounter by bringing 7 different hybrids along with the Hell Devil and the Gun Devil. As we know, Pochita would just crip walk on Makima's entire catalog of Division 5, and this situation makes Makima admit that the fight is unwinnable. It's important to note that Makima does have an inferiority complex towards Pochita, meaning she can't use her main ability to actually fight back. Regardless though, Makima's best feat is her sending Pochita into the Earth's atmosphere, along with her laser feat that heavily damaged Pochita. Now let's cover the finger bang part. I think AP and destructive capability wise, Yoru has stronger finger bangs than Makima in terms of output. Yeah, Makima sent Pochita into the atmosphere, but she needed to use it 4 times to pull that off, and those 4 shots didn't nearly damage Pochita as much as Yoru's singular finger bang. And also the fact Yoru's finger bang scales to blowing a chunk of a mountain, which Makima has never shown scaling to that level. Not to compare Makima's best feat against Pochita being her laser feat, which seemed to almost kill Pochita even though he blocked it. AP wise, it should scale similarly to the Statue of Liberty attack since they both almost killed Pochita. It kinda just depends how strong you think Pochita was in both of those situations. In both scenarios, Pochita was weakened by people not fearing him. You could say the Pochita that fought Yoru was stronger since it could be a rage amp from Denji seeing Nayuta's head, but saying that is kinda headcanon as we don't really know who's in control of the Black Chainsaw Man form. But either way, both feats seem to scale pretty closely. One last point I will discuss is each of their kits. Makima being the control devil lets her control anyone she views as inferior to herself, and has a large catalog of subordinates on her side being Reze, Kwangshi, Katana Man, Angel Devil, Gun Devil Aki, and some other hybrids that I forgot the name of. She also has complete control of the Hell Devil as well. She has her finger bang ability along with some Duranick abilities by damaging people's insides and crushing them. Yoru being the War Devil can pretty much make any object she touches into a weapon, basically like an idol transfiguration but for armory, and has her own subordinates being the Gun and Tank Devil. And like Makima, she has the finger bang ability as well. So all in all, who wins this matchup? AP, speed, and destructive capability wise, Yoru has a massive edge, but Makima does have a skill and ability advantage. Hand to hand, Makima has shown better feats, but this wouldn't really matter against Yoru as she can just cause massive AoE damage on Makima. To list off Makima's win cons, her best shot will be the hybrid she has control of. Then again, I don't see Yoru struggling with anyone in Division 5 besides Reze or maybe Aki. If Makima is able to get that laser thing off from Angel's ability, then I could see that killing Yoru since I don't think Yoru's durability scales to Pochita. The final win con I would want to discuss is the question of, could Makima just straight up control Yoru? We don't really know, but if I had to guess, I'd say no. From what we've seen, Makima can't just outright control anyone she wants. We see this firsthand with the Dark Darkness Devil and the Gun Devil, where she does have to forcefully confront them to reach her goals. If not, then she would have just instantly resorted to that and just saw them as inferior. And also, the relationship between Makima and the rest of the horsemen are completely unknown, as they have never mentioned each other's names even once. Narratively speaking, if she could just control Yoru, wouldn't she have just resorted to that already? Her goal was to blot out the concepts of war, famine, and death, in which she needs the help of Chainsawman, and not her control ability. So overall, in my opinion, I don't think she can just control Yoru if she wants. But to end this off, stat by stat, I think Yoru should win this fight. Makima does have win cons I mentioned earlier that she could pull off, so it could go either way. But more often than not, I see more likely that Yoru beats Division 5 along with the Hell Devil and Makima herself. Even if Yoru were to struggle, she does have the Statue of Liberty ability that will just obliterate anyone fighting her. I legit see no one surviving that attack. So all in all, Yoru should win this in a mid to high difficulty fight. If you made it this far into the video, first off, thank you. But if you enjoyed this matchup, be sure to like and subscribe. It lets us know that you enjoy what we're putting out. I'm planning to make more videos related to Chainsaw Man in the future, so be sure to be on the lookout for that by turning on notifications. So other than that, until next time. Peace!